Germany is one of Russia's closest EU trading partners and is one of the most powerful nations in the 28-nation bloc. It's also been the battlefield for the Kremlin's information war, where Moscow has attempted to gain support for its actions in Ukraine. Not only that, but Putin has attempted to break unity within the bloc by influencing the more radical parties through trade and political deals. And today, in the Ukraine Today studio, we're going to be speaking to Arne Lietz. He is an MEP and forms part of the Social Democratic Party of Germany. Arne Lietz, thank you very much for coming in to Ukraine Today. So first of all, I wanted to ask you some questions about Russia's information war. And firstly, how has that affected German public opinion?
The situation how Russia is trying to spread news has been reflected very critically in German public media. It has been perceived and seen and publicly also talked about how Putin tries to implement his visions into the media of Russia. The whole question if Russia is a part of the war or not has not been brought up in the Russian media. And this issue alone is a very important factor on the German news, how the propaganda happens in Russia today.
Has this always been the case? Have the views changed over time?
Russia and the Soviet Union, because of the Soviet Union history, has been perceived very positively. I myself have been learning Russian in St. Petersburg. I have been many times in Russia myself. I've been invited by the Russian government to meet young fellows from Russian politics and media. But the public is being now more and more critical. And I met many great Russian people. I like the country, but the situation of propaganda Russia is facing up today, the limiting of free media is incredibly unacceptable for the free and open society and free media.
And do you think with these television channels and the Russian state media message that the Ukrainian government is fascists and Nazis, do you think this influences German opinion?
This has been not taken in by German public.
Really?
Even I would say not. So the trust has been destroyed from the Russian side because of their situation they brought to Europe throughout the last 2 years. And so we were very negatively that this happens. And I hope that it has a shift again in the future. And we have to work on this to rebuild trust. But that we'll see who can take this up from the Russian side.
Now you are working in Brussels almost every week. How do you think that the European Union can unite against Russia and the sanctions?
On the situation that Russia tries to be influential amongst the European parties, Russia supports the Front National, which is, my understanding, a right-wing and nationalistic party in France. Besides that, the left party is being supported. We had meetings which is totally unacceptable, 70 years after liberation of the Nazi time, the Nazis in St. Petersburg. We had a meeting of right-wing parties, which was accepted by the Russian authorities amongst all European countries and right-wing groups. These are situations where it is visible that the Russian government at this point tries to bring different fields, different positions into the European Union. And also in this regard, Europe has to stand united. And I'm very positive that, for example, the Front National financial support has been brought up public.
Okay, great. Arne, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. Yes, goodbye.